Hello everyone. Hello everyone. This is Sunko, the Korean bro. Today is 2023, August 4th. And let's see, okay? Hmm. Who's on the hook for a large student loan payment? It's not who you think. Dollar General stock buy, sell, hold. Everyone's watching these two stocks Friday morning. Uber or Airbnb? Hmm. Okay. Who's on the hook for a large student loan payment? It's not who you think. Student debt impacts borrowers across a wide range of age groups. Data shows that older Americans are extremely saddled with student loans. Uber just reported its first GAAP profit. Airbnb is generating monster free cash flow margins. The two stocks have a surprising number of similarities. In many ways, Uber and Airbnb are mirror images of each other. Both companies were founded around the same time in 2007 to 2009 as disruptors of massive industries made possible by the smartphone. Uber aimed to disrupt the traditional taxi industry and broader transportation sector, while Airbnb challenged the hotels, creating a new category of accommodations now known as home sharing. But they have gone in different paths. Uber just reported its first ever quarter of profitability according to generally accepted accounting principles, and the stock only recently topped its $45 initial public offering price when it debuted in 2019. Airbnb, on the other hand, has been profitable since shortly after it laid off a quarterly of its staff during the pandemic, and the company has taken a much more efficient approach toward its business. Okay. Can Airbnb keep going? Similar disruptive potential and growth rates, while Airbnb seems to be the winner based on margin and historical profitability. But what about valuation? Perhaps the best way to compare the stocks is on adjusted EBITDA multiple since Uber only just became profitable on a GAAP basis. Uber, with a market cap of $94.4 billion, is currently valued at 33 times its trailing adjusted EBITDA of $2.86 billion, while Airbnb, with a similar market cap of $88.8 billion, has trailing adjusted EBITDA multiple of 29.2 with EBITDA of $3.04 billion over the last 4 quarters. Okay, Warren Buffett has bought shares of this company for 19 consecutive. And no, it's not Apple. Okay, what is it? Mm, Occidental Petroleum. Okay. The stock he's been buying hand over fist doesn't actually show up in his company's quarterly 13F filings. There is only one stock that the Oracle of Omaha has bought without fail for 19 consecutive quarters, and the only way to discover this buying activity is to review Berkshire Hathaway's quarterly operating results. The company in question that Buffett can't stop buying is Berkshire Hathaway. Prior to midpoint of July 2018, Berkshire Hathaway's share repurchase program had well-defined parameters. Buffett and his team were only allowed to buy back Berkshire stock if the company's share traded at or below 120% of book value. Okay, it's again Roku. Roku's valuation multiple is cheap by its historical standards. The company should benefit as the digital ad market recovers. Roku is in a favorable position as demand for streaming grows. There's a lot to like about the streaming platform. Roku's second quarter results exceeded Wall Street estimate by a huge margin. Revenue jumped 11% year over year to total $847 million. Okay. After posting net loss of $112 million in the year ago quarter, the business only lost $108 million in the latest period. Shares have been on absolute tier, up 137% through the first 7 months this year. Boosted by the most recent earnings report, but they are still down a whopping 80% from their all-time peak. Investors shouldn't be discouraged though. Here's why Roku is still a growth stock to consider while buying right now. Attractive valuation. What a stock price that's still so beaten down, it's not surprising that shares remain attractively valued. The current price sales multiple of 4.2, while much higher than just 7 months ago, is way below Roku's historical average of 10.7. All else equal, a lower valuation multiple indicates the potential for higher future investment returns. A lower valuation multiple indicates a lower valuation multiple. That's because as the rest of the market starts to appreciate the company's financial success over time, it should command a higher PS ratio. At least that's the hope. Rebounding digital ad market, generating 88% of company-wide revenue in the most recent quarter. Roku's platform segment, which makes money mainly from advertising, grew sales 11% year over year. This exceeded management's guidance, marking an acceleration from the first quarter of this year when the segment saw revenue fall 1%. The performance resembles trends that dominant players in the industry have also been experiencing. Both Alphabet and Meta platform, which together command more than half of the overall digital ad market, saw their revenue growth pick up meaningfully in their most recent quarters. We're well positioned to re-accelerate growth as the ad market recovers. Roku's quarter second 2023 shareholder letter reads, the digital ad market has proven to be very cyclical, with spending under pressure when expectations of recession are high. However, over time, the industry has grown. The leadership team believes revenue will total $850 million in the current quarter. That would translate to a 7% year over year increase. Zooming out produces a more optimistic picture. Connected TV ad spending is projected to double between 2022 and 2027 to over $40 billion. Roku is in prime position to benefit from this growth. Riding the streaming wave, investors have plenty of options to choose from when looking to put money to work in the streaming landscape. Netflix, Walt Disney, and Warner Bros. Discovery are obvious choices to play the broad secular trend. The issue with these businesses, however, is that they are perpetually fighting over content. They must continue to spend massive amounts of cash year in and year out to bolster their libraries and attract subscribers. Oh, hi, darling. Hi, hi. I was talking about the company named Roku. Uni, are you busy now? Oh, yes. Right after talking to you over the phone, I went to barber shop right away, and right after that, I did write my blog, and then went to uh, what is it? Uh, 헬스장. Hmm. I wanted to like I cut only side part of my hair because very nice, is it? Um, thanks. I mean, originally, what I wanted to do was 시스루 pump, but then I asked not barber, like how can I call it in English? The woman who works in cutting shop, like she said, my hair is not long enough. She said I should go to that shop a month later, and we'll see. Uh, we'll decide we'll cut it in a way that I want or not. So I'm gonna go there a month later. So temporarily, I only cut side part of my hair so that at least I gotta look neat, right? Because I gotta go to work next Monday. Oh, thank you for compliment, Uni, Uni, Uni. Thank you for compliment. Okay, okay, okay. It's okay. I can repeat over and over. What I said earlier was that I went to barbershop. Yes, exactly. I went to barbershop and I asked the barber uh, about getting haircut, about getting chisuru palm. But then what she said was my hair is not long enough so that I cannot get chisuru palm at this moment. But then she asked me to come over there a month later. Then we'll decide if we'll cut chisuru palm at that time. Yeah, but at this moment, temporarily, we only cut, side part of my hair because I gotta look neat because I gotta go to work next Monday. Mm, yeah, like overall, I cut my hair. That's what it is. Yes. Thank you, Uni, for compliment. But why did you not call me back? I called you earlier. Was I really bad boy in your dream again? Was I bad boy again in your dream? Tell me how I appeared on your bad dream. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No. If bad Sunchang, if bad Sunchang appears in your dream, that's not a good dream. That's a bad dream. It's gotta be good Sunchang. Good Sunchang has to come up in your dream. Oh, bad Sunchang. I hate bad Sunchang. I hate him so bad. I'm gonna hunt him down and kick his ass. Bad Sunchang. Tonight, in my bad dream, I'm going to meet him and kick his ass for sure. Fuck him, you know. Fuck his ass. Yeah. Ass Sojung-hae. Yes. Ass Sojung-hae. Okay. I gotta get back to. Yes. 순창이는 꽃으로도 때리지 않기. Yes. 어, 윤희? 칼찌? No 칼찌. No, no, no. 윤희, sorry that no 칼찌. Sorry for making you feel bad today. Um, of course, it was not what I did intentionally, but um, for making you have bad dream, I feel guilty a bit. So for making that up, uh, I'll make you a really tasty burger tomorrow, and I'll hand it to you. Um, so uh, I hope that it will make you happy. Uh, so get your hopes up. It's gonna be really tasty burger. Okay. Hmm? Oh, I think uni is gone. Okay, let's get back to where I left off. I was talking about Roku, and let's see. Roku can avoid this battle altogether because there are so many different subscription offerings. Yeah, uni fighting, 加油, 加油. Okay, Roku can avoid this better. There are so many different subscription offerings for consumers to choose from. Having a platform like Roku that can bring them all into place has proven to be a valuable service. In fact, the average household has more than three different subscriptions, a figure that could go up over time as cable TV becomes less popular and streaming accounts for even greater share of TV viewing time. Roku's active account base now is 73.5 million, expanded 16% year over year. These households watched the 25.1 billion hours of content Roku last quarter, up 21%. These are impressive gains. They show how the company's business is ready to rebound along with the broader advertising market. As streaming entertainment keeps poaching viewership from linear TV, it's easy to see Roku's registering outsized growth in the years ahead. It makes the stock a worth investment candidate right now. Is Roku a top ranked app you stock? Hmm. So enough with reading the stocks. Let's go over this some other stock at this point. Yeah. Offshore Holdings. Let's go see Offshore Holdings. Let's see Offshore Holdings. What's up with this company, right? What's up this what company? Okay, let's see. Landers, two top tech stocks to buy right now. July 28th. Home loans could expand offshore's total addressable market by $2.7 trillion. Meanwhile, Apple's service segment is accounting for a larger percentage of its revenue. Lenders approved by offshore platform have better default rates. Hmm. It's a fintech company that uses AI to assess borrowers and help financial institutions make lending decisions. It's out to challenge FairEasac's FICO score that currently dominates the market. The stock has been erratic since its December 2020 initial public offering. The company IPO'd at $20, increased over 780% by October 2021, shed over 95% of its value by the end of 2022, and is now up close to 390% 2023 as of July 26. The swings can largely be attributed to changing landscape of interest rates and economic activity. When interest rates were sub minus 1%, borrowing shot up, meaning offshore processed more lending applications. The interest rate high by the Federal Reserve over the last 1.5 years have reserved that trend. Despite the cyclical nature of offshore business, its future looks bright based on how efficient its AI models are. According to offshore borrowers, approved had 53% fewer defaults than borrowers from large US banks at the same approval rate. That means banks using Upstart could approve 173% more loans with the same default rate as the prior approval method. Upstart currently services auto, personal, and business loans with a total addressable market of around $1.6 trillion. But once the company expands to include home loans, it could add another $2.7 trillion TAM. Personal and business loans and home loans. So they're currently working on personal and business loans, but if they uh, expand to include the home loans, it's a total different story. You know, the downside to Upstart is its volatility, but that's to be expected of a growth stock of its size. Interested investors should consider dollar cost average their way into a stake to avoid investing a lump sum before a sudden drop. Um, So where will Upstart be in 5 years? Upstart is struggling through the high interest rate environment with the sales declines and losses. Yes. It's about to launch a new home loan product that could capture share in its largest market. Hmm. The stock price is expensive compared with its performance near-term trajectory. Okay. Stock is up a staggering 307% so far. Hmm. In 2023, that's incredible for a stock that lost 91% last year. Even with this year's gains, Upstart is still 86% below its high in 2021. The strange part of the story is that this newfound investor enthusiasm is coming at a time when sales continue to fall. Losses are widening. Investors must have very strong confidence in Upstart's long-term story, or at least high hopes about the company's potential. Let's see what could play out in 5 years' time. An industry that's ripe for disruption. Upstart platform definitely seems revolutionary. Credit evaluation hadn't changed much in the decades leading up to Upstart's creation, and Upstart changed all of that with its AI-powered lending platform. Artificial intelligence takes many more factors into account than a traditional credit score does when evaluating risk, which leads to increased loan approvals at the same risk rate. Lenders have been joining the platform to generate more loans and higher income. When Opera first went public, it was demonstrating extraordinary growth in soaring profits. However, as the Federal Reserve hiked interest rates, making it harder for borrowers to get approved for loans, Sony Opera model didn't seem so impressive. In the economic climate, Opera platform can't approve as many borrowers for loans. Simply put, with higher interest rate, more borrowers are likely to default, which is a problem for lenders. If they do get approved, it's at higher rates, which is a problem for borrowers. Hmm. Offshore is now struggling as revenue has fallen off a cliff, as posting net losses. In the first quarter of this year, revenue declined to $103 million, down 67% from last year. Loan originations totaled $997 across the offshore platform, a decrease of 78% compared to the same quarter last year. Net losses were $129 million, down from $32.7 million in net income during the first quarter of last year. There were some wins in the quarter too, and investors focused on those, and specifically Upstart secured $2 billion in funding over the next 12 months for its loans. If there's secured funding, banks are ready to approve loans, and Upstart doesn't have to carry them on its books. One of the features that made Upstart originally look so attractive is that it acts as a platform, not a lender, limiting its exposure to economic volatility. But this was quickly tested. Upstart was fiercely impacted by macro volatility. Upstart is also partnering with more lenders and 99 partners at the end of the quarter. Mhm. What's happening soon? So management is still singing an upbeat tone, when the economic climate does change, offshore performance should improve. But even now, there are plans in the work that should generate higher activity. Offshore see close to $1 trillion in market opportunity for its personal auto loan segments. But the large opportunity for a credit business is home loans, which is a $2.7 trillion market. Offshore has been working on getting into this business and is planning to launch its product before the end of the year. Management says the average home loan takes 36 days to fund, but offshore platform will approve a loan in as little as 10 minutes and be fully funded in 5 days. This will likely time contribute to Offshore's total business, but the opportunity looks exciting. There are other segments it has yet to enter, including small business loans and credit cards, which, if implemented, could lead to revenue generation down the line. I think Offshore could be an incredible stock to own at some point, but I think the time is now, especially with the surge in stock price. Investors who don't yet have a position should wait for better news and a more attractive entry point. Okay. Anyway, this is it for today, and see ya tomorrow. Okay. Bye bye.